name is Ethan Jerrels. I am a student here at Grand Canyon University. I'm currently taking SEC 201, also known as Early Adolescent and Adolescent Psychology. Um, Today we're going to talk about dispositions to be a teacher. We took a self-assessment survey, and when taking that survey, we figure out what dispositions we have, what we agree with, what we don't agree with necessarily, and here are some questions that follow that survey that we need to answer. So, first question would be what dispositions that I possess that will make myself a successful teacher. I believe that having um, respect for others, being fair, and honestly being honest with the student, being truthful, showing curiosity and compassion is something that is needed for a lot of students. Um, by being compassionate, by showing empathy, by being honest and fair to them, you don't only give them a chance to succeed, but you create a positive, supporting learning environment for them. What dispositions do I think I need to work on as before I enter my first year as a teacher? And I think I personally need to work on self-reflection as well as that's really about it. I think is my self-reflection. Uh, Another one I think could be is organizational skills and management techniques inside of the classroom. So I can not only adapt to what and reflect on what I need to do as a teacher, but also reflect on what I need to do to assist other students who have different or a different set of learning styles that I am not accustomed to teaching. Uh, what attributes I think an educator should have is definitely integrity, definitely respect, definitely honesty, being curious, and having the high expectation of others, while also respecting their boundaries and being empathetic to them is very important. And some guidelines that we need to follow as teachers are setting the policies and standards of the school. So we don't overstep our boundaries. We shouldn't have personal relationships outside of the classroom with students unless it is for an extracurricular activity. I think that is probably one of the only exceptions for that case. Um, because I think a personal relationship with a student is extremely unprofessional. How might I think some dispositions affect positively on students? So I do think being patient, being fair, being honest, encouraging students to have a curiosity, to find a passion, to find something they're dedicated to, can not only impact them psychologically, but help them develop their moral compass and have and make their own sense of security and self-worth, um, and develop their own empathetic or how they are empathetic towards others. Um, I think something that negatively would affect students is too high expectations or favoritism because you're not respectful or fair to others. Um, if you show favoritism and have high expectations for one student, but other students, you favorite them, so you're going to have a different set of expectations for them. You're going to have a different set of expectations for all students anyway, but you're going to have an easier set of expectations for those students. And I think that can have a negative connotation psychologically. It can make students feel an insecurity almost. Some, by upholding the code of ethics and the professional standards of practice and what relevant laws and policies that I will try to uphold is by following them to a T. Trying to do my best when no one is looking, having high expectations for students that are not out of reach, that are fair to them, while respecting their boundaries of their cultures and spiritual needs. Um, Being curious about learning more as a teacher, I think, is another thing that we need uh, to have so we can keep classrooms engaged, keep classrooms nice and fun. Something else that I want to strive for, well, to uphold all of these different policies, is integrity. You have to do the right thing when no one else is looking. So I can be the role model for colleagues and for students. Something that I want to do to promote a healthy moral development in my classroom. Since I'm going to be a history teacher, I want to incorporate discussions about ethics, about responsibility, and about empathy into it. Um, Being a history teacher, it's really easy. You can find stuff all throughout history that could be an ethical debate, or that could be a responsibility discussion, or turn it into a thing of like, why should you be empathetic to this cause? Um, while also model the behavior in a way by encouraging open dialogue, so debates and other forms of discussions um, about ethic dilemmas, while helping students develop these critical thinking skills so they can develop their own personal moral compass. In conclusion today, I think that um, these dispositions serve as a great way for teachers to not only guide our moral compass, but shape the way we work as educators. By sticking to these dispositions and the core code of ethics, and these um, code of ethic dispositions, uh, we can create a transformative educational experience for all of these students so they can better the community they serve or better the world even, because they are the future of our world. Thank you for your attention today and have a great day.